Top 5 opponents who feared of Michael Jordan. Hey there, basketball fans. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the world of the sports legends. Today, we're diving into the realm of the NBA and taking a look at one of the most iconic players to ever grace the court, Michael Jordan. But here's the twist. We're not talking about his epic dunks or game-winning shots. No, today we're exploring something different. The top 5 opponents who feared Michael Jordan. It's the 90s, and the NBA is electrified with intense rivalries and jaw-dropping performances. Two names stand out amongst the fray, Michael Jordan and Reggie Miller. But what happens when these two clash? Well, fear creeps in, even for the sharpshooting maestro Reggie Miller. Number 5 on our list is of course none other than Reggie Miller. Known for his clutch shooting and relentless trash talking, Miller was a force to be reckoned with on the court. But when he faced Michael Jordan and the Bulls, even he couldn't help but feel the pressure. Miller once famously said, "Playing against Michael Jordan is like going to the dentist." Now, if that doesn't encapsulate the feeling of fear, then I don't know what does. Imagine to prepare to face off against the greatest player of all time. The anticipation, the nerves, the sheer weight of the moment. That's the kind of pressure Reggie Miller felt every time he stepped onto the court against MJ. Despite his bravado, Miller admitted that Jordan had a way of getting into his head, disrupting his rhythm, and making every shot feel like a battle. And when it came down to crunch time, Miller knew he was up against a player who thrived under pressure, leaving him with no room for error. So while Reggie Miller might have been a sharpshooter extraordinaire, when it came to facing Michael Jordan, even he couldn't escape the fear that his airness instilled in his opponents. It's a testament to Jordan's unparalleled skill, tenacity, and ability to dominate the game on both ends of the court. Coming in at number 4 on our list is Gary Payton. This man was a defensive juggernaut, renowned for his ability to shut down even the most elite scorers in the league. But when it came to Michael Jordan, let's just say even the glove had his work cut out for him. Payton once admitted, "I wanted to kill him, but I couldn't." Now, that's a statement that speaks volumes about the psychological impact Jordan had on his opponents. Despite Payton's tenacity and determination, Jordan's skill and mental fortitude proved to be a formidable obstacle. The battles between Jordan and Payton were nothing short of legendary. Payton's relentless pressure and physicality clashed with Jordan's finesse and basketball IQ, creating some of the most memorable moments in the history of the NBA. But even amidst their fierce competition, Payton couldn't deny his respect for Jordan's game. In fact, he once remarked, "Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player I've ever played against. He is the ultimate." So while Gary Payton may have been a defensive force to be reckoned with, when faced with the challenge of guarding Michael Jordan, even he couldn't help but feel the weight of Jordan's greatness bearing down on him. One of the most memorable scenes from The Last Dance was when Gary discusses his method for protecting Jordan during the 1996 finals. And MJ laughs him off before stating that he had no difficulty with the glove. Of course, MJ must remain competitive, but it is well known that he struggled to score when GP moved to him during Game 4. In fact, some people claim that MJ had his worst final performance that year. Patrick Ewing is number 3 in our list. The towering center was a force to be reckoned with, known for his shot-blocking prowess and scoring ability. But when it came to facing Jordan and the Bulls, Ewing found himself against a seemingly insurmountable obstacle. Ewing once described facing Jordan as running into a brick wall. Imagine being one of the most dominant big men of your era and feeling that kind of pressure. It speaks volumes about Jordan's psychological impact on his opponents. The battle between Jordan and Ewing were epic showdowns, filled with intensity and physicality. Ewing's size and strength matched up against Jordan's speed and finesse, creating an electrifying spectacle for fans around the world. But despite Ewing's best efforts, he couldn't quite overcome the challenge of facing Jordan in the playoffs. The Bulls' relentless drive and Jordan's clutch performance proved to be too much for Ewing and the New York Knicks to handle. So while Patrick Ewing may have been a dominant force in the paint, when it came to facing Michael Jordan, even he couldn't help but feel the weight of Jordan's greatness bearing down on him. Coming in at number 2 in our list is the legendary Karl Malone. Known as the mailman for his ability to deliver on the court, Malone was a force to be reckoned with, boasting an impressive array of scoring moves and unmatched physicality. But when it came to facing Jordan and the Bulls in the NBA Finals, Malone found himself against a seemingly insurmountable challenge. Malone once famously said, "Michael Jordan was the ultimate competitor." And for someone as competitive and tenacious as Malone himself, that's high praise indeed. But it also speaks to the respect and fear Jordan instilled in his opponents. The matchups between Jordan and Malone were nothing short of epic, with both players leaving everything on the court in pursuit of victory. But when it came down to crunch time, Jordan's unparalleled skill, determination, and sheer force of will often proved to be the difference maker. Despite Malone's best efforts, he couldn't quite overcome the challenge of facing Jordan in the NBA Finals. The Bulls' relentless drive and Jordan's uncanny ability to elevate his game when it mattered the most left Malone and the Utah Jazz falling just short of a championship glory. So while Karl Malone may have been a dominant force in the paint, when it came to facing Michael Jordan, even he couldn't help but feel the pressure of competing against a true basketball legend. Topping our list at number 1 is none other than Isiah Thomas. As the Detroit Pistons' bad boy era leader, Thomas was known for his toughness, tenacity, and undeniable skill. But when it came to facing Jordan in the Chicago Bulls, Thomas found himself caught in the crosshairs of Jordan's relentless pursuit of greatness. Thomas once famously remarked, "Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player I've ever played against. He's the ultimate." High praise from a player who embodied the grit and determination of NBA's golden era, but it speaks volumes about the impact Jordan had on his opponents. The battles between Jordan and Thomas were nothing short of legendary, filled with physicality, trash talk, and a burning desire to emerge victorious. But despite Thomas's best efforts to lead his Pistons past the Bulls, Jordan's sheer dominance and unparalleled will to win often proved to be too much to overcome. Even in defeat, Thomas couldn't help but acknowledge Jordan's greatness. He once admitted that facing Jordan was like facing a monster that he couldn't defeat, a testament to Jordan's unrivaled impact on the game of basketball. So while Isiah Thomas may have been a formidable opponent on the court, when it came to facing Michael Jordan, even he couldn't help but feel the weight of Jordan's greatness bearing down on him. And there you have it, folks, the top 5 opponents who feared Michael Jordan. Did your favorite player make the list? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and share this video with your fellow basketball enthusiasts. Until next time, goodbye.